Oh my gosh,
Fundamentals.
we would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now, we would beat the tar out of the other team.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has to
Not
be.
pub more. I mean,
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little soft and misunderstood. I'll just be real honest.
Get Luke Combs. I was begging for Luke Combs not too long ago.
The tar out of the other team.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has
Not
to be.
pub more. I mean,
Has to be.
Dramatic, man. That was a journey.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little soft and misunderstood. I'll just be real honest.
Get Luke Combs. I was begging for Luke Combs not too long ago. We'll get Luke Combs on here. I challenge Luke. I think I can actually beat him in shotgunning a beer. So if he thinks he's got the cojones to come on and try, then by all means, Luke, bring it on.
That's the intro. You just hit my promo for me, James. I love it.
Welcome to episode 148. We got everybody here with Devin Slate back. Excited to talk some
Let's go!
baseball. Excited. We got Coach Hackey back from a little vacation time, a little spring break.
That's right.
Sipping on we thought you saw a Starry, but no, that's the Carolina Hurricane.
Yeah, they're just.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
flew
both.
in. Turbulence was a motherfucker, so stomach's feeling a little queasy right now. So I got that.
Okay. And we got Tim Farner, as always, being photobombed by Skeleton Man. Can't remember his
Barry.
name.
Barry. It's Barry.
Barry.
He's pissed at you now.
But yeah, we got a lot to cover today. We got Masters. We got NBA postseason coming upon us. We got MLB. We got NHL postseason we might cover. Just a lot. So excited to dive in.
Yeah. Hey, you got a sports fact? I know you teased
Oh yeah,
us.
I do. And I don't know how it strikes conversation, but I saw this today. 6 NBA players this season have averaged 30 points or more for the entire season. The last time 3 or more players averaged 30 points was in the 2005-2006 season. I was going to see if you could name who those 3 players were.
In 05-06?
05-06. That was the last time 3 or more players averaged 30. And this year it was like 6 players. It was too many.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, that's one.
506.
Kevin Garnett.
Nope.
That's a good
D
guess.
Rose.
Nope.
Ooh, that's good.
We were like
D Rose
fresh.
wasn't even playing college.
Kobe.
Kobe. There's your number 2.
And what's the German guy for the Mavs?
No, not Dirk, but that's a good guess.
Dang it.
I was surprised by the third one.
It's not
Melo?
Shaq, is it?
It's not Shaq. What'd you say, Devin?
Melo.
Nope, not Melo.
D Wade.
Not D Wade.
Chris Bosh.
Ray Allen.
Nope. The highlight that they showed for it was the double crossover. He broke the guy's ankles once, and then
Oh,
he broke
Allen
his-
Iverson?
Yeah,
Hey,
Allen Iverson.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
That was the
No
last
disrespect
time.
to answer.
That was the last time 3 or more players had 30 points average on the
Really?
season.
Can we try to guess the 6 this year? Because
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
this
go
will be a
for it.
whirlwind.
I can't even remember.
It's gonna be
who it
more
was.
shitty.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be way worse. All right, first one. I know KD
Oh gosh, I gotta look at the. I'm not even.
because I thought
Got
he
it.
was the. I saw like a random stat that he was like the first player to ever average like 30. Some I don't know. I thought it was like 30 points or something. Maybe I'm.
It is not. No, KD didn't. He didn't. He's not there.
Oh God.
But you're right. I did see a stat. He averaged. He had like a lot, but
Luka?
I think that was field goal percentage. It was like.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
50%
That's right.
from-
It was
Yeah.
field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and 3-point percentage.
Hmm.
I think it was like just a percentage game or something.
I'm gonna guess Luca.
Luka.
Okay.
Did LeBron do it at 50?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
Embiid.
Embiid. He leads the league in
Jokic.
scoring.
Oh, Jokic. That's a good.
Ooh. Where's Jokic? Nope, not Jokic.
Giannis on there?
Giannis.
Okay.
So there's
Oh,
half of
wow.
them.
That's about the extent of my knowledge for basketball.
Dame time. Did he do anything this year?
Dame time did it. Yep.
Okay.
Steph?
Okay.
Did we ever say
He's-
Steph?
Oh, Steph.
No.
Did,
Didn't do it.
is Harden still playing? Is it Harden one?
No.
You can tell we're an NBA show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, one I'll give you is OKC. Shai Gilgeous
Oh,
Alexander.
yeah.
I don't really
Would've
know
never-
him.
Would have nailed
I
I
it.
would have never
I
guessed that.
I haven't watched him.
Fuck.
And the last one's a Celtic.
Oh, is
Parker?
it Tatum?
Jason Tatum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, they don't play defense like they used to.
The game's changed.
Perfect segue here, boys. NBA playoffs. It's time to do our pick'ems. Obviously, we know a lot. We've done our homework, so this is gonna be great. Nothing.
Have
will
they
go
already
wrong
done
here.
the play-ins?
So we got the last play-ins tonight, and then we'll officially have it. And so let's talk about those play-ins. That's a good point. Try and get the right graphic. I did. Look at that. So we got Raptors and Bulls facing off for the last team in, and then Thunder Pelicans facing off as last teams in. Winners get the 1 seed here. Who we taking tonight?
I already forgot the.
Gotta go Raptors.
Yeah, they are technically the higher seed. They're at 9.
Yeah, I mean it's freaking Velociraptor. I mean, if we're going mascots, they're gonna win.
I think this is the only way that we can do this. Velociraptors.
I love it.
Wait, so the winner night has to play the Heat, though. Isn't that right?
Oh, wait. Yeah, you are right. So they'll have another playing game. The East will have
Yeah.
another playing game.
I think
Yeah.
Heat's gonna beat whoever wins. That'd be my pick.
Wow, straight calling it.
I like the Heat.
Is anybody looking at the official like NBA playoff bracket? Because it could
Here
be
it
the
is.
most confusing thing I've ever seen.
It's kind of confusing. Yeah.
It's confusing as fuck.
So
So, like,
the Hawks already beat Miami, so the Hawks are gonna play the Celtics.
yep. And
On
then
this
he
one
get
that I'm looking at,
the winner of this one, and they get the Bucks. Lakers beat the Pelicans, so they take on the Grizz. And then OKC just praying to get in here.
Jeez.
T-Wolf's already eliminated. They get the Pelicans. Zion's supposed to be healthy, but it's a mental game for him. We're going to talk about Zion here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm with you, Fitz. I think Miami wins in the East no matter what. Whoever, Bulls, Raptors, it doesn't matter. I think he will take care of business. The one I'm interested in, though, is OKC Pelicans without Zion being fully healthy. I don't know if they got enough star power to beat OKC. I don't know. We just said that they got a top 6 scorer in the league, averaging 30. Give me Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's a good point, Parker. But it's, I don't know, man. It's the whole structure. I think of the playoffs is it doesn't just like. It's not like it turns me off, but it's like it's kind of confusing.
Doesn't
Like, if
turn
you
you on
guys-
either, though.
If you guys didn't like lay that out for me, I would be looking at that and I'm like, what the hell is who is where? Like,
Right.
I guess
Very
if I followed
cool.
NBA more closely, it'd make more sense. But
there's
I
going to
don't
be
know.
some NBA stand out there. It's just like, oh my God, you're on the center bracket.
Fucking assholes.
yeah, DM me, hit me up on. You can at me on Twitter and just let me
Oh
know what's
my
going on.
This guy. Well, let's do our pick'ems here. Tim, that pick'ems trophy behind you should probably be over here.
Ah,
We'll figure it out. Get
every
lost in the
time we
mail.
do this, I always get reminded. I need to like put a sticky note, send to Parker.
You son of a bitch. Anyway,
But it just looks so good over there, right next to R2.
I think it'd look better over here by Michael Myers.
Oh man.
All right. Let's just Nuggets taking on the 8 seed. So the winner of Pelicans, Oklahoma City. I'm going to say Nuggets. I'm just going to go on. Just can we all agree the 1 seed's probably going to win there? I
Yeah.
know it's hard to do pick'ems here, but it starts Saturday, so
Sure.
it's a little difficult.
Yeah, this isn't the March Madness bracket where there's upsets. It's pretty much set that
There's
you know,
like 3
the
dogs
Giants-
in the fight for the finals.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna write these down. All right. Now where it gets a little more interesting here. Suns Clippers.
I'll take Suns.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, buddy.
It'll be quick. Suns, just because I don't know anything else.
Yeah, I think Suns. So like, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I know, but I feel like the last couple seasons they've made good pushes, and now with the homie hopper KD, I think they're going to do it.
Yeah.
The
That'd be a great matchup too. Nuggets Suns
Yeah.
at that in the next round. That would be epic.
I'm gonna go Nugs here. So it's a clean sweep. So if you're a betting person, you probably want to go Clippers now. But
For sure.
Kings making the way back in the playoffs for the first time in a long ass time since White Chocolate was in the
Oh,
uniform,
jeez.
taking on the Warriors. So 3 versus 6 here. This is shout out to Sacramento, Sacktown holding it down. Who do we take here?
See, that's a tough draw. Like if you're Sacramento, I think they'd be better at the 4th seed.
Right,
'Cause
playing the Clippers.
I don't want the Warriors, and I would take the Warriors, but I think it's a good series.
Gosh, you got to go Kings. I mean, we kind of know that the Warriors are probably going to win just because experience, but come on, you think White Chocolate's in the stands, just like, 6th Manning or 12th Manning, whatever it is in NBA, just going crazy?
Right.
You think he is? He's got to be.
Gotta be. Him and Mike Bibby just going ape shit.
Roided out Mike Bibby.
Slate, who
Question
you
is-
going with? Oh,
Is Sacktown an official team name or whatever you call it?
ooh, I don't. Maybe they have an alternate jersey. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, they do.
Jeez.
All right. I mean, it's them. I mean, they're winning everything. I know nothing, but I want Sacktown to win.
That's right. Drop your sack. Let's measure them out, baby. Let's see where they hang. I'm going Kings too.
Good point.
All right. If that doesn't get us canceled, I don't know what will. Grizzlies taking on the winner of tonight's game. Pelicans, OKC. Maybe we could wait to make this pick, but once again, it comes, playoffs start Saturday, so we've got to do our best guess here. So don't judge us too much on this one.
No, they get the Lakers.
Yeah,
They get the Lakers.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. They get the Lake Show. So Grizzlies versus Lakers. Thank you for correcting me.
I'm taking the Lakers.
LA.
Braun.
Brown James. Yeah, I guess. So I know you talked about taking it later. So the Lakers are playing Pelicans, right?
No. Lakers are playing the Grizzlies.
Oh,
That
They
was on
already
me.
won. They already won.
Yeah, they already won. They're in.
dang. All right, give me the Grizzlies. F the Lakers.
hang on. I'm confused. Now I'm really confused because I'm pretty sure the bracket I looked at had the Lakers just beating the Timberwolves.
Oh no.
See,
Yeah, they did.
guys aren't helping. You guys aren't helping me at all.
Lakers just beat the T-Wolves. T-Wolves play whoever wins tonight.
this
What is happening?
This is getting so much worse for me.
Yo, I'm so wait, are we sure?
So you got to switch the Pelicans and the Timberwolves in that bracket. I know
I'm still-
NBA is just freaking confusing because
I
the
didn't even make
Lakers.
this bracket. I stole it.
Yeah, I was looking at a different bracket and I've been confused this whole time.
The Lakers beat the T-Wolves, not the Pelicans.
That's right. That's
So-
right.
So the T-Wolves are the 8 seed. So the Lakers go and take 7th, but T-Wolves, since they were higher, they get another chance. So they'll play whoever wins between the Pelicans and the Thunder.
They get another chance.
Yeah.
What type of
it's-
participation trophy?
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
Is this?
We don't need. This is why we don't need more teams in playoffs. I just get tired of. We need more teams in the playoff. It's just the dumbest.
This is exhausting.
You can't have half the league in. Yeah.
Okay, but LA's playing Memphis. Is that we're for sure on that one? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm taking LeBron over.
We're taking
the-
LeBron.
Yeah.
So tilted right now.
Dude, the Grizzlies have done everything possible to be the most hated team. I feel like I have to go the Lakers just to see like the good guys win. I know
Yeah.
the Lakers aren't like
I don't know if
Saints
I
or
call them good
anything.
guys.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but like the Grizzlies are like an abysmal team. Like I don't know much about basketball, but the only thing I see is like bad things about the Grizzlies.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would love to see LeBron versus Steph again. Like if if the Lakers beat the Grizzlies and then the Warriors take the Kings, I think we'd see a Curry LeBron showdown. That'd be kind of cool.
Be kind of cool.
Agreed.
Man. John Morant's showing up. He's shooting everything. Give me Memphis.
Oh,
Uh,
gosh.
East, we got once again not official yet. Bucks taking on whoever.
Bucks will
I'm a-
beat whoever.
I'm taking Bucks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the
No
Bucks.
contest. Although I will say if they play the Heat, I don't know. Those two teams kind of match up interesting.
We could revisit this in the group chat, make an
That's
amendment.
fair.
So asterisk
fair.
here. We're all taking Bucks. If something happens, we'll talk. All right, Cavs taking on the Knicks.
Knicks. I got the Knicks.
Knicks are gonna blow it. Give me the Cavs.
Ooh,
They do every year.
Yeah.
that is true.
It's a different Knicks team, though.
Just like it's the different Cowboys. It's not different.
It is the same thing in baseball, and we'll get to it. The Mets say the same shit every year. It's a new Mets team. It's a new Mets team.
Oh,
It's just like a New
It's
York
a
thing, man.
It's a
It's
new
New
Jets
York.
team. This Giants team is so good. Yeah, let's go Cavs.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna give it to the Knicks. I'm gonna believe in New York for the opening round. After that, all bets are off. Sixers, Nets. Who we take here?
I'm taking Sixers, and I'm hoping they finally name Embiid MVP. They've just
yeah.
kind of snubbed him the past few years, and everyone running against him has won multiple times. So you feel like they're going to give it to him. So I don't know. That's just side note, but I think the Sixers are pretty strong.
Yeah, I agree. I think Embiid is playing out of his mind. I mean, he's one of the 6 players, right? Averaging.
He's
30s.
the player. He's
Yeah.
leading the league in
Yeah.
scoring.
So unless they pull a classic Philly, I think they're gonna win this one too.
This is a lose-lose for me because Philly and New York are my two least favorite like sports cities.
Yeah.
But I'll go Sixers. Just let's go anti-New York.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Sixers as well. Once again, you're a betting person. I want to bet against Philly there. Celtics taking on whoever comes out for the
It's
7th
the
seed
Hawks.
here.
They got the Hawks.
Oh, it's the Hawks. It's officially the Hawks. Okay, cool.
Taking the Celtics.
Celtics. No surprise. I'm taking Celtics too.
Yeah, give me the Celtics.
Third least favorite sports city, but we will go Celtics.
All right. Well, Atlanta to win in 4. There it is. All right. Anything else NBA playoff related we want to talk about real quick? One name I do want to talk about, Zion. He's missed 64% of the games in his first 4 seasons. 64%. Is it safe to say he's in bust territory right now? It's over half the games he's missed.
I mean, he's been injured, right?
Supposedly, allegedly.
I
Says
saw
his-
I don't I don't know if you can associate bust with like injury. Like, would you call Derrick Rose a bust? You
No,
know?
but he gave us some
Well, his
great
knee
highlights for his
busted.
first couple of years.
Yeah.
He got his
Like-
knee busted.
His knee busted, so
His knee
technically
busted.
he is
Like-
a bust.
Greg
like-
Oden, I
Yeah.
consider a bust
Yeah.
because he never gave us any NBA highlights, really.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I don't know.
So what's wrong with it? Because like I saw some report today of like him, like some sports psychology thing, where he was just like, I don't feel like I'm Zion, so I don't want to play until I'm like feeling like Zion or something to that nature.
So this injury, the most recent one's a hamstring injury, and supposedly it's back 100%. Everybody's cleared him, said nothing wrong with it, but it's a mental aspect, and that's, to me, that's weird. Like if it's a knee, I understand, but like a hamstring, I feel like we've all strained our hamstrings here. I think it's safe to say we've all pulled it before. And once it's healthy, I've never rethought about it again.
I've never pulled a hammy.
Oh, okay.
He's a
Unfortunate.
runner.
Yeah,
I pulled a calf. I pulled a calf muscle.
I don't know.
Never a hammy.
Like coming out of surgery, 100% I agree. You probably think about it. I know I have with my knee, but like pulling a muscle, I've never like, once it felt good, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's tricky. So a lot of rehab is just kind of building the confidence. I think all of us to some extent can like recall an injury and then having some hesitation on like, am I good? Like, am I 100% really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the best research shows that to kind of overcome that mentality, you have to show yourself. And so I mean, it's weird because Zion's like a physical freak. So like, I can't comprehend doing a 360 dunk and being like, "No, I'm not good."
Yeah.
But
That's
But,
not
like,
me.
yeah,
not me.
that ain't Zion. But like, I think something like this. You guys are gonna bash me. I'm ready for it. Something like load management. This is a benefit of load management is not just like the physical aspect of it, but I think the psychosocial aspect of coming back from injuries. So
Yeah,
I've been
this guy
for it,
needs a
but-
load management to get back in, like stop resting. He needs the opposite. What do you call that?
that I don't know, man.
I'm just fucking with him. Keep going.
I can't help to think though. Like I think Evan, maybe one episode you made the comparison, or somehow we ended up on Zion and LeBron James, and like I think LeBron James was the last person who had the hype that I guess most people could say like fulfilled the hype,
Mm-hmm.
and Zion. Like that hasn't been the case. Now, I mean, we have a post here on is he a bust? Like
Yeah, I know.
it's just it's an interesting coin flip. I feel like Gen Zers are going to be like, my players back when LeBron came up, he was tough. He went through all this.
Oh my god.
And the Zoomers are going to be like, but it's Zion. Leave him alone. I don't know how it's going to work. But
Oh, man.
it's the LeBron Michael Jordan thing all over again, but now with Zion. It's interesting. Sorry, just making it up.
Back in my day, they'd foul you like a real man.
You had to sell the shit out of them fouls. Oh man. All right, let's talk about one more NBA star before we switch subjects. DeMarcus Cousins. You guys remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, one hell of a rebounder, just physical force. He's going to Puerto Rico to play some professional ball. He needs to get back in the league, and he thought that's a good stepping stone. Tim's kind of looking at it like me. I didn't realize he was out of the league. I thought
Yeah.
he was, injured or something. I just haven't heard much highlights. He's recovering. Nope. Apparently he's been out of the league for the better half of this season. He's going to go to Puerto Rico, get his game right, come back, and ready to wow some NBA scouts, I guess. I hope it works out for him. I think this is a really interesting way to do this, is like not going to the G League, but like, hey, I'm going to go to Puerto Rico, I'm going to go to China, ball out, and maybe it does work. We've seen it happen where guys go to the overseas to play when they're washed. I don't know if Cousins is washed or not. He's been around for a little bit, but I was surprised to know that he's going to go play in another league. Like, I didn't think he was that washed. So maybe he's just coming back from injury. Maybe like Zion, maybe this helps him with his mental game, right? I don't know. What's your all's thoughts here?
I mean, ever since his
It's-
Achilles tear, I mean, obviously hasn't been the same. But I mean, he warmed the bench a little bit. I think didn't he warm the bench a little for Golden State and
Yeah.
some other teams? So I guess he's just regressed enough that he's going to Puerto Rico.
I can't get enough of Dwight Howard in Taiwan. He's like killing it. He's killing it, man. He's just like he's dropping like 40 points a night or something.
What did you just say, Fitz?
Is it Taiwan?
It's
I said Taiwan. Sorry.
That win.
I liked it.
Taiwan.
I like it too.
Pecan, like pecan pie.
T-Wan.
T-Wan.
All right. Let's talk Masters. Devin, we got a whole baseball segment. We're going to say that for last because it's dessert. You're here. I'm pumped for you. But let's jump to the Masters. And I'm about to get fucking roasted. I misspelled Rom here. R-A-H-M. I know. I put an O. I was in the middle
How
of the
you
airport
do
trying
that
to do
to
it.
the Masters champion?
I know.
Come on.
No disrespect, John. No disrespect, but John.
It
But
does sound
Senor
like
Rom.
Rom.
Yeah. Takes
Roll.
home the green jacket. I think all of us had a feeling he might do this. Like he's a pub favorite. I think it's safe to say. I don't think anybody's got beef with him. I was excited to see it happen. You know, it seemed like top 5 finish, and then like Saturday, Sunday with the weather delay or whatever happened, he came out firing. And it seems like Rom just kind of took over. Him and Phil Mickelson really took over that final day. But shout out to Rom here. Devin, big golf guy yourself. You want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, I mean, Master Sunday was pretty exciting. Like Rom and Brooks are probably, I would say, top 5, 2 favorites. So it was cool to see them duke it out. And dude, Rom's just so consistent. That's one of the things everybody talks about. He's got a very short backswing. And actually, cool story. He got the backswing because of he was born with a club foot, so he doesn't have like great rotation. On one of his feet, he can't like really rotate, so that's why his swing's so short. But it makes him super consistent, and I mean he still hits it further than anybody at your local muni. And yeah, great Sunday. Great Sunday. I hated that Brooks couldn't compete, but it is what it is. Some days you got it, some days you don't.
Yeah.
And I will say, Patrick Cantlay needs to be penalized. He played a 5-hour round at the Masters. They waited like every shot. Rom and Brooks did.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
How many groups ahead was he?
He was the group in front of him. I think it was
Right in front of him.
Brooks and Rom, Cantlay, Hovland, and then I think in front of them was the amateur, Bennett.
Okay.
Yo, shout
And
out to
he's
Bennett.
very slow. There's actually like a clip of him hitting his tee shot on the par 3. What is it, 16? That goes over the water.
Yeah.
He literally stands over the ball for a minute. I mean, it's insane.
Oh man.
You can type in like Cantlay slow on Twitter, and he just gets torched, dude.
Man.
It's wild.
When we had a hit clock to the Masters, I think I'm gonna be done with sports. Like what they did, like MLB, they start doing that with all right, under 8 seconds, you gotta be in your.
They actually do. There's in place. They're not. I don't think they're enforcing it super crazy, but there is in place in the PGA a penalty for slow play. Which, I mean, it is the Masters, so I'm like kind of understanding. But 5 hours, like if you have ever played golf, like when you
Yeah,
creep
it's a
up on
long
4
time.
hours, that is
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine being on my feet and the pressure and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
you know,
And I
no
get, like,
excuses for anybody. I mean, you're a professional.
Yeah.
Brooks just kind of gave it away. Had a rough day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
But then
Sam
again-
Bennett, what a story for him.
Yeah,
the
that's a good-
tattoo, and that was a dope story. And that was really cool to see them shed some light on. And man, he was making a hell of a run, and then
Was that
a
the
lot.
best like amateur finish that we've seen?
I'm not 100%. It's the first time that I've ever like seen that much on an amateur. Like
yeah,
of somebody like being in contention, because those first 2 days he was on fire.
Yeah.
could not
Yeah.
miss.
I mean, and when he went downhill was when he was like, "Oh, Augusta's not even as hard as my home course." So, like,
Oh man,
Yeah.
come
the
on,
Karma.
dude.
the karma, like ever since a couple years ago when DeChambeau said that like he's gonna play the Masters like a par 67, I'm pretty sure he's like 24 over.
Dude, so tough.
The Masters has this way of just like
That's
absolutely
wild.
just screwing you if you say anything negative about it.
She's a cruel bitch,
Augusta.
man.
Yeah. No
Oh.
shit.
Dude, and then Tiger, I don't know if you guys saw that, his screw in his foot, like went through or like I don't know, man. Some just gross.
Oh,
I hate to see him go out that way.
He's washed. He's washed, guys. The old man needs to hang it up for a while because I can't stand to see him limping around golf courses anymore.
I'm kind of with you, Devin.
Hot take.
I'm with you.
I just
That's a
it
hot take.
irks me. It irks me. And everybody's like, "Oh, Tiger's definitely got a chance to win," but then some of it, as soon as he starts playing bad, and I'm not saying that this might just be a coincidence. As soon as he starts playing bad, we see the little limp and we see the little back hold.
Yeah.
wow.
I'm with you.
Wow.
Like I posed a question not really knowing shit about golf. And then you were like, yeah, he's washed. He needs to get out. And Jay Gray came to his defense like, no, he needs to stay. He needs to stay. And I'm like, I think Devin's got a point here, man.
There is absolutely no arguing the great things that he has done for the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I will never say that he's not a good advocate for golf. But Jesus Christ, like he needs to just do the who's the old guy that plays in like all of them. It's not has the most pure swing of all time.
I'm trying to think.
Anyway,
Not Fred
like,
Couples.
It is Couples, isn't it?
I think it
Couples?
is.
Yeah, it's Couples, the buttery swing. But like he just needs to do that. Get off the tour.
And just play the Masters.
Just
every
play
year?
play like a few each year. Like play your favorites. Like there's no
Yeah,
need for you
That's
to
a
like
good point.
to be like on tour. If you're hurting that bad like all the time, like let's take a chill pill. Let's work on our body a little bit and go have fun at these things.
Load management.
It is crazy that Phil Mickelson shot his best round ever
Dude.
at the Masters.
I was so mad, dude. I thought he had a chance at the end. I was like, my $3 about turned into almost a grand here for daddy. God.
All those live golfers came in hot. Like
Dude.
they had something to prove, and I mean
they did.
it showed.
I
But I
loved
mean,
it.
Rahm's the number one for a reason.
Yeah.
You know who else needs to take a chill pill and figure some shit out? Rory.
Yes, he does.
I'm so tired of the Rory train as well.
That's a good point.
The dude is a head case. Like he like hired one of the best sports psychologists, which good on him. Like if that's like your whole thing, that's fine. But like, dude needs to chill. He needs to not be the spokesperson for the PGA because ever since then, like he was making a surge. Then he became the spokesperson, very outgoing about the live tour, and then you just see like a decline.
Yeah.
Focus on yourself, big man.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk for the PGA.
Stay in your lane. Man, hey, it was awesome to see. Speaking of people that maybe should stay in the lane, we're going to find out August 5th. Jake Paul taking on Nate Diaz in some boxing. Ooh. Now, I wish this was in the octagon. I wish this was MMA. But Nate Diaz can throw toe-to-toe with the best of them. The man's got elusive footwork, great hands, fast as lightning. Now, he doesn't have the knockout power, but he can get enough hits in where he's going to eventually tire your ass out, and then he's going to knock you out. I love it. I'm here for it. This is actually the first time where I've looked at a Jake Paul fight and go, huh, he could be in some deep, deep shit here. I'm a huge fan of Diaz brothers. And I feel like if MMA fans, like either you're one way or another with them, I love the Diaz brothers. I love the Nate Diaz energy. I'm rooting all in on Nate Diaz here. What's your all thoughts for this boxing match?
I mean, he couldn't have picked like a tougher opponent. Like not like hard, like the boxing match might be hard, but like the dude's tough. He's like the embodiment of Rocky. Like the dude will just like eat punches. I don't think Diaz can win realistically because I think Paul's like a relatively decent boxer, but I think it'll be a good match. Like I think Diaz is probably going to get pissed off and punch him in the leg or like kick him in the leg or something. But
I got a feeling that's going to happen too.
There's going to be some dumb shit that happens in the fight.
Now, Jake Paul has opened up minus 280 favorite, Diaz plus 220 as the dog. It's going to be great media train leading up to this thing. But I think that was a perfect comparison. Rocky Balboa, just from Sacktown, don't give a fuck attitude, Nate Diaz. Yeah. Tim Fitz.
I'm really hoping Diaz just whoops his tail.
I am too.
I still just can't get over that we're like a YouTube personality is like it just blows my mind. Like that's the world we live in. Like, you know, there's high school, like when you think of like LeBron James, okay, everyone knew who LeBron was, but he was always a basketball player. It'd be like if you knew LeBron James from his YouTube channel where he did this, and then it's like, oh shit, this guy's in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I still can't wrap my head around it.
Statistically, 1 out of 4 YouTubers will become a pro boxer. So, boys, the odds are in our favor here.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking, like, when's our playoff bet going to say the loser has to enter the octagon?
Fucking go toe-to-toe with the Tank or something.
Other than Jake Paul, though, I am getting a little bit tired of the streamer fights.
Oh, yeah.
Like, say what you want about it. Like, I get that, like, at least he is, like, taking it somewhat serious. Like, It doesn't seem like, you know, the first couple fights were like, oh, this is just clout chasing. Mm-hmm. But it seems like he actually is, like, invested into it, like, put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
But, like, all these other guys just like, hey, you got Twitter beef? Let's get on pay-per-view and fight.
Twitter beef.
you got some Twitter beef, dog?
Now, Jake Paul is coming off a loss. I don't know if that fuels him or not, but I think you're right, Slate. Like he seems to be taking the shit real, unlike a lot of these kids. And I hate to admit it, it is nice to see that he takes it for real.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else. Like he does get on my nerves, like, but I mean, he takes it serious.
Yeah, 100%. All right, NFL. Let's move around. We got 3 subjects for NFL, and then we'll get into Devin's dugout, which I'm pumped for this segment. Kind of P's and T's. Michael Jefferson, Louisiana wide receiver, balled out all year in the Sun Belt, Fun Belt, balled out against our boys, App State. He was supposed to be a mid-round pick, probably that 3rd to 5th round selection. Gets in a car accident Sunday, and we're going to require some surgery. I really hate this for this young man because it was a chance for the Sun Belt to get on the map. It was a chance for him to obviously make life-changing money and just something to take care of him and all his people pretty much. And it seems like this car accident is going to derail him a little bit. Maybe another team will pick him up. I don't know how severe these surgeries are, how long he's going to be out for. But, man, I hate it for him. He balled out of the NFL Combine. I mean, he put up some of the top numbers in the 40 shuttle run, had a great pro day. Like, things were looking up for Michael Jefferson. And then, like that drop of a hat, anything can happen to him. I hate to see it. P's and T's for him. Any thoughts from you guys?
Speedy recovery, my man.
Yeah, I mean, that's rough, man.
Be tight with your PT. That's all I gotta say.
And it wasn't even his fault. Like someone swerved and hit head first into him. Yeah. So it's P's and T's, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's not good.
No, and it's not a good look for the draft class because Jalen Carter pled no contest for the reckless driving that caused the death of a teammate and staff member.
Yeah.
So not a good look. But it's not his fault. At least it seems like.
Yeah, no, this is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
P's and T's, man. All right. Let's talk about NFL draft. It's coming up. We don't have our mock drafts quite yet, but they're coming. Let's look at these boys to give me their top mock drafts here. It's coming, baby. CJ Stroud has emerged as the top favorite at plus 150 odds to be drafted first to the Panthers. You guys buying or selling this?
Panthers
Bye.
make a lot of terrible moves, so yeah, bye.
Buy it. Out of all the quarterbacks, I love CJ Stroud the most out of the draft class. Richardson has the hugest upside, but he also has the biggest bust potential in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hammering it. It just makes too much sense.
Yeah. Okay, we're on agreement. So now we know they're for sure going running
Right.
back from Texas, Robinson.
Jalen Carter.
They're getting Stetson Bennett. Total Panther move.
That'd be wild.
Taking the mailman, baby. 45 years old. Here we go. Oh, golly. All right. Last one. USC, some Southern California news. Oh, that's the wrong title graphic.
Buy or sell new MLB rules.
Spoilers.
Teaser.
Spoilers. I know. Cliff Kingsbury saying so long to unemployment. He's headed to USC. Remember, he got relieved from his coaching duties for Arizona. I like this move a lot. He's going back to college. He was a phenomenal coach at Texas Tech and worked his way up. He's going to be a quarterback coach, Caleb Williams. I feel like you got to enjoy this a little bit. Like, this guy coached Patty Mahomes in college. Like, he's going to help you. Responsibilities and duties of a head coach is off of him. He maybe finds his love for coaching again. I like this move a lot. What's your all's takes here?
Yeah, I could see this working out. He strikes me as a guy who could be a good college coach. I mean, he's fairly young too, so
Oh, yeah.
so maybe he's on his way. That this is a resurgence.
And I feel like him and Lincoln Riley are really good friends too, and so there's just it makes the staff better.
Weren't they both Mike Leach spawns?
Hey, that's right. Yeah, they're part of his tree. Good call
Mhm.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
And honestly,
I think it's a good move for him.
Kingsbury wasn't bad in Arizona either. Like, I just feel like for some reason it didn't come together, but I mean, they had success.
Mm-hmm.
It's just weird. I mean, they were leading they were undefeated in the NFL for like half the season, and everyone was talking about them, and then they just kind of fell off.
Right.
So I don't know.
If I could go back in time and do it all over again, I'd be an NFL coach. Because you can get so much money and do a piss poor job, get fired. So Arizona, I can't remember where I saw this. It was like Cliff Kingsbury is going to get a check from the Arizona Cardinals. It was either once or twice a week for the next 4 years to pay off his contract. And I was like, what? This is, if you guys have watched Walk Hard, I know, Devin, you have. This is like the Dewey Cox when he walks in the bathroom and there's more drugs being done, and he's like, "You don't want no part of this, Dewey." That's what.
Can't you smell it, Dewey?
Like he just did a
not.
bunch of marijuana at Arizona, and now he's at the coke stage at USC, and then next he's going to be, I don't know, XFL.
Uppers and downers.
Yeah, he's going to be at the XFL, but he's still going to be cashing out from his NFL contract. I'd go back. I'd be an NFL coach because, man, they have it made. You can absolutely tank it and just be a millionaire.
Young people, it's all about who you know, not what you know. But no,
That too.
Bingo.
I think Tim is against this move where the three of us are like, this is actually a good move for him and USC. But shit, maybe Tim's on something. Maybe he just keeps falling upwards here, it seems like.
The conspiracy theorist finally strikes.
Yeah, right. 148 episodes in, he's finally hot, baby. Here we go.
Wow. I've had a couple other hitters, okay?
Yeah, like Jameis Winston. That was a good one.
He was having an MVP year before he tore his ACL.
Oh man.
I will die on that hill.
Devin, it's your time to shine, baby. Welcome back. We're glad you're here. Devin's dugout. Let's get it cracking.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, get your own graphic just for you. Hopefully, trying to entice you to keep coming back to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
So, wherever you want to take this, this is your dugout. We're just here to follow, baby. You skip us to victory.
Dude, I think I would be doing the entire MLB an injustice to not start with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Oh,
Like we're seeing a team that is doing things that we've not seen since like the 1800s, like legitimately. So they're 11-0 as of last night, I believe.
Yep.
I mean the hottest team in baseball. We're talking like a run differential. I think it was like plus 57, which legitimately I think the last time that anybody had, it's the highest run differential in their first like 10 or so games since like the 1980s. I mean, insane. So like they're hot on the bat.
And
Their starting rotation is 8-0, and their like with the Major League Baseball best 1.9 ERA. Bullpen 1.86 ERA, and their opponent's batting average is 1.83. I mean, nobody can touch them. Their pitching staff is hot. Their bats are hot. Randy Arozarena is a freak right now. He's coming straight off of the WBC where he was an absolute freak. Right now, I would not be surprised if they just don't continue this run. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in professional baseball.
this is, and it's crazy because they're not even in the top 10 of preseason rankings. They were in the top 10 of preseason odd favorites or anything.
And this is one of the reasons that I do love the Rays. Like they're in the same conference as the Orioles, but like they were like one of my favorite teams because like I think I've mentioned that before. They do not put a ton of money into like these huge contracts. They have a farm system that is just like unheard of the amount of talent that they get, and like they do it super cheap. So like a couple years ago, I think it was what was it? I think it was the Rays Dodgers World Series. Like it was like the most money that you can spend on a team with the least amount, and it was just it's so cool that you can do things like that in baseball. Love it.
Devin, when did they take their first L?
I would have to look at their schedule. Let me pull it up.
They got 2 games
yeah.
with the Red Sox, then they got the Blue Jays, then they got the Reds, White Sox,
Okay.
then Astros to kind of round out.
Give me the Stros.
Like, did they lose? Did they win through April?
Oh God. Honestly, the most contest that they'll have will be the Blue Jays. The Red Sox are decent. Like Chris Sale's a nasty pitcher, but I mean their bats are so hot. But the thing about the Blue Jays is like they have just as good of pitching, and they're hitting. I mean they have a team that just hits bombs. So I think the Blue Jays will be like the big test of like, hey, these guys are like legit. But I would say, I mean, really, it's baseball, so any given night, any team can really win. But I would say biggest test for them so far will definitely be the Blue Jays, followed up by the Astros.
Yeah.
No offense to the Reds, Parker, but
None taken. We know we're shit.
hey, you got some solid pitching prospects. Hunter Green's an animal. I think he's the first pitcher. Gosh, I can't remember like the exact stat, but basically like in like his start or whatever, like the most fastballs thrown over 3 digits was like 33, and it was set by DeGrom. He like blew it out of the water. He threw like 60, I think, fastballs over 100 miles an hour. So, I mean, dude's humming it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, 100%. But really, this is probably the most excited I've been about baseball in a long time. And I think it's biasly because of the Orioles. Orioles are a fun-ass team to watch right now. This is the first time I've ever seen the Orioles where they're just not like, God, this sucks. We're from Baltimore. Like our team sucks. We're losing everything. But yeah, I mean, baseball. There's a lot of things happening right now. I mean, Shohei Ohtani, possibly best player of all time by the end of his career. He's already broke all the records that Babe Ruth set by being a two-way player. Batting average is 300 so far this year, and his opponent's batting average is like sub 1. He's only allowed 1 run, no home runs. I mean, you're literally watching possibly the best baseball player of all time.
It's crazy.
Wow. That's awesome.
And like I think I mentioned it to you guys before, his teammate is Mike Trout, who's also revered as potentially being one of the best baseball players of all time. And their team is so fucking terrible.
It's crazy.
They're so bad, dude. Like, it makes no sense. Like, if Trout and Ohtani don't hit home runs, they do not win.
Wow.
Like, imagine us sitting here like, hey, you got like generational talent, 2 of them on an NFL roster or an NBA roster, or hell, even an NHL roster.
It's
like,
like,
your team shit.
It's like what it would be like LeBron and Kobe being on the same team and they never make the playoff.
Yeah.
Which Trout has only made the playoffs 1 time, and he's still considered to be one of the best baseball players of all time.
That's so wild. Yeah, that's wild.
I put him at 10 because I really want to believe him. Like, I really want them to do good, but they will disappoint. They will disappoint you at every avenue. Biggest thing to think about the top 10, which sucks for my Orioles, 3 out of the top 10 are AL East. and it's not AL East bias. I mean, all 3 of these teams are disgusting. So I mean, really, if you want to put a bet on world or at least the team to get the pennant for the AL, go for any of the AL East teams of those 3. Don't go for the Orioles. Don't do that to me.
We're going to get like with Raphael in my booking, like, hey, can we get some odds on just like what World Series winners coming from what conference? What division?
100%. I mean, that'd be sick.
Damn.
I would throw a lot of money on the AL East.
You sold me. Yeah.
Speaking of National League, I mean, got to go to a Braves-Padres game. 2 perennial powerhouses in the National League. Both of them great teams. I mean, Padres is stacked lineup. Braves stacked lineup. Braves are going to be very good once everybody gets healthy. I think they have like 5 like star players that are hurt for some reason or another. Center fielder's hurt. One of their pitchers is coming back from Tommy John. The catcher just got a concussion. Like, they're just being plagued with a lot of injuries. And then speaking of perennial powerhouses, you got the Dodgers. Their pitching staff is hot garbage right now. I mean, it's honestly pathetic.
The Bauer curse, baby.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think Kershaw's been shelled both outings. I mean, I'm pretty sure his ERA is like 10 something. Once they figure out their pitching, they'll be the same old Dodgers. So
yeah. Well, you know, our boy Caleb, perennial favorite. He's a Red Sox fan.
Dude,
what's going on, man? Like, what's happening to his Red Sox here?
No, I mean, honestly, the Red Sox are not a bad team either. It's just the AL East is freaking stacked, man. Like, you think about it, like, even if we were to try to get a wild card, it would be almost impossible for either one unless you beat out either the Rays, the Blue Jays, or the Yankees, which all 3 of them are top 10. I mean, we have no chance.
Damn.
And I mean, and I wouldn't say the Red Sox are having like a rebuild off year. It's just every other team. Like, you got Judge, who's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day.
Mm-hmm.
The Rays just are stringing together some of the best baseball of all time. And then the Blue Jays have this weird thing where they have so much experience, not necessarily because of the players, but you think the Blue Jay staff, you've got Bo Bichette. His dad was Dante Bichette, one of the great outfielders of the 90s, could hit bombs. You got Vladimir Guerrero Jr., his dad, Vladimir Guerrero, one of the best outfielders of all time. I mean, there's at least one more where his dad was like a great baseball player. So they're just grown up around the environment,
Mhm.
and it's like they have the experience, but like they're all like super young, like low 20s. So
That's wild.
it's wild. And then the Red Sox and Orioles were just trying to string along, which I think has made us better. I mean, I think the Orioles are a lot better this year. We're actually hitting. Our pitching staff is but we're actually starting to bring some of our farm team kids up, and they're all performing. So great division. Great division.
Wild.
I know it's one thing about baseball. It's hard to talk about everybody when you're like a singular fan of a team, but I'm trying my best here.
I love it. Hey, you're doing great. Let's talk about it. Tim, I hope you did your homework. MLB new rules. We buying or selling these new rules. We've had a month to look at them pretty much. I'm a fan of them. I've liked them so far. I know there's some people that are against it, but I love the way the game's speeding up. And I know Tim has been on a soapbox before saying, hey, this game needs to be faster, make it more quick paced. I'm loving the pitch clock. A lot of people don't like it. Thoughts here?
I've tried to figure out how to depict this. So I'm going to food. So, all right. Take a classic. Say a grilled cheese, right? Grilled cheese. You can spice it up, maybe changing the kinds of cheese you use or even the bread, but it's a classic, right? And then you get a grilled cheese and someone says, hey, why don't you throw some pickles on that thing? And you're like, why would I ruin this classic with pickles? But then you try it and the classic has been revamped. It's this new product, but it's still a grilled cheese. That is these rule changes summed up in food. It is, I mean, everything you could have hoped for to like improve the game, this has done. Okay, complete outsider's perspective. It seems like up until this point, baseball was all about, okay, how many strikeouts did you get and how many home runs were there? And that was the nuts and bolts of it. This introduces so much more strategy, at least for me, that makes sense to me. Okay, so there's now a pitch count and the bases are larger, but it incentivizes players to steal the base. And now you can only check the bases so often. So like it kind of accentuates what I feel like older baseball was about. And to me, I mean, I don't watch baseball, but like I'm more likely to watch a game now knowing that it's not going to take up my whole day. I'm going to see some athleticism outside of just crushing balls outside of the park. So like to me, it makes everything better about the game, but I'm also not a purist.
Well, I agree, Tim. Like back to the old game or like small ball, and a key piece is that shift change. Is that you can only have two fielders on each side. Is now ground balls to one side are starting to get through. Where back for the past decade, it's they hit it to the shortstop who's now playing second base. Or he hits it to the third baseman who's so like that is cool. Is they can't just use the shift like it was a cheat code. Like it got to a point it was ridiculous. Is you got three players knowing where they can hit it, and for some, I don't know. It was weird how the argument people say, well, they can always hit oppo, but that's just not happening. So I like the shift change. It makes me think of like the 3-second rule in basketball as far as like you can't just clog, you can't just stand in the paint. Like there are rules about it. So I think the two on each side and there's still, you can bring an outfielder up. Like you've seen teams like still create a shift somehow, but I do think there's more risk in bringing an outfielder and having more space out there. So I do like it too.
That's a good comparison. I like that a lot.
The grilled cheese or the
Tim, Jake, let's revisit that. Do you eat pickles on your grilled cheese? Is that something
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah, and I've
That's
actually I
insane.
started putting mustard on it, and I'm telling you what,
Oh, man.
it's so damn good.
Speaking
Oh,
about
it's so
pepper
damn good.
jack. You
Yeah.
pepper jack
You're
cheese.
wild.
guy?
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I don't even put American cheese on there anymore. It's all about pepper jack.
What?
Dude,
Pepper
every
jack
time you
is
open your
the
mouth,
stuff.
I'm like, why am I surprised by this?
This is
why?
like Theo Vaughn. It's just like I'm pretty sure like he's saying sentences that have never even been said before with the existence of eternity.
Yeah, right.
Next time I have grilled cheese my way, I'm gonna send you guys a pic.
Mm,
Yeah.
Please do. I would love to see that.
I try to have it like once a month of just like 3 stacked grilled cheese, just covered in mustard and pickles.
I love that.
I'm here for it. I love all those ingredients. Never tried them together. I don't think anyone in the world has, like Devin said. But all right, MLB looking to expand. Last topic before we do our pub parlay and random question. They're thinking Salt Lake. Salt Lake's making a huge push. They said, Jazz sells out every game. People love baseball. Mormons love baseball. Let's bring it to Salt Lake. What's our thoughts here? North Carolina's in the bid. I think.
So is this for a completely new team?
Yeah,
or
brand new an
someone-
expansion team.
Wow.
So they probably had to bring in at least. I don't know how it's going to work. Like, if you bring an expansion team in baseball, you got to bring in what, 4?
You would have to bring in
Oh, this is a great
8,
math
I
problem.
think,
8.
because there's AL East, AL Central,
Yeah.
AL West, and then AL South.
Well, there's 30 teams, right? Is that right? Yeah, 30 teams.
And there's no.
If you
there
bring
should
in-
just be 3 divisions, so it'd be 6.
Yeah,
divisions.
6 teams.
Well, I'm saying you could create, if you did, NFL has 32, so you just have to create, they'd have to move to like 8 divisions. They'd have
Yeah.
to create 2 more
You
divisions.
could do that.
It's
Now
probably
more
what they
people
would
get in
do.
the playoffs. I love it. I'm here for it.
Screw that.
I mean, honestly, I really do wish that we, like North Carolina, would get something like a MLB.
I mean,
because we have
it's a
ton of-
baseball state. It
Yeah,
feels like
yeah.
Carolina's become a baseball state.
We have a ton of minor league teams that I think all do relatively well in terms of attendance. Like you go to a Dash game, pretty much packed. Bulls games are always packed. I don't know how
Yeah.
the Asheville team is, but it
Taurus.
seems like it's a good time.
Or even just college ball. I mean, in South Carolina, like USC or Clemson.
Wake
and-
Forest, right?
Yeah,
there.
and then North
Yeah.
Carolina, So again, I think Charlotte, you do what the Panthers did, the Carolina whatever, and you get the region
Yeah.
effect.
Salt Lake's interesting to me. I'm like, to me that seems the oddball. Like the 2 clear cut favorites that I've read, and it makes sense. Vegas and
Yeah.
Nashville seem to be the 2 top favorites.
Nashville would be a good team.
Nashville would be great. But then I'm like, you guys, North Carolina is such a baseball heavy state. Like you grow up playing it. Where colleges are great at it. Minor league teams are great at it. Like it makes sense to home it here too. Possibly
But everyone's
Charlotte.
Braves fans here, though.
Everyone's the Braves is the closest, and then the next closest is Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man,
It's not
Salt Lake's just
crazy.
interesting, but like
Honestly-
they're trying to put a lot of money into it.
Hot take: I think you put the baseball team in Wilmington.
Ooh. I'm not
You
hating.
cover all of it. You got
Yeah.
Charlotte got the Panthers, Raleigh's got the Canes, baseball team's got the Coast.
Now the Mountains just need something.
Yeah,
The NBA team. Here we go. Let's roll.
we'll move the Hornets up to Boone.
Yeah. The Boone Hornets, baby.
Boone Hornets,
Boone does not strike me as a basketball town.
get the Hornets. Oh shit! Oh, or put it up in the mountains. Put the baseball team in the mountains. Let's get some higher elevation teams so we can be like the Rockies.
Uh-oh. Hackett can't hear you.
Salt Lake, Vegas, Nashville, Charlotte. Yeah, I like all the options really. Parker,
Can't hear
you
you,
muted.
Hacky.
Parker, mic off.
Jeez. He got booted. Kale says Salt Lake, Vegas, Nashville, Charlotte.
Salt
Where's
Lake is the
Caleb?
only one that's throwing me off. Yes, Wilmington. Thank you, Caleb.
Jeez.
Parker, what happened?
We're professionals here.
What in the world? Oh no. I hate it.
Pub parlay.
This is painful.
All right, boys, let's make some money. We'll be betting on. All right, Tim, we got XFL is good any day this weekend, like I tell you every freaking week. So you can pick any game you want.
Yeah.
What we got, boys?
Oh my, what is happening?
Oh no.
Parker, what did you do different?
He just went out.
You guys got me?
Oh,
Yeah.
We're back, baby. Let's go. Tim, you
Jeez.
did great, man.
Yeah, Tim
Thanks.
did do great. That was
appreciate it.
awesome.
I'm tagging you back in, buddy. That's hard.
Way to carry the torch here. All right, Pub Parlay, what do we got? Tim, every week we got to tell you XFL.
All right, we good with XFL?
Yeah.
Well, I did let you down last week.
I did.
It was a close. Oh gosh, I don't know if you guys have been watching XFL. It was a close match between the Defenders and the Sea Dragons. Sea Dragons wasn't dragging anything though. They got drug. So I'm sorry, I'll let you guys down there.
Sometimes it takes a man to admit their mistakes, and an even bigger man to get back on that horse and
Oh,
ride the
right.
dragons again.
I'm riding them dragons, boy. Yeehaw! Let's see.
What day? What day are we doing?
Um.
Doesn't matter.
Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
All right, I think I want Saturday bad.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Saturday, April 15th, the Blue Jays will finally kill the Rays' winning streak. Blue Jays over the Rays.
Ooh.
Man, calling the upset. I'm here for it. Let's go.
It's got to happen at some point.
You hype both teams up, so I feel okay with this pick.
Wait, let me look at the pitching staff.
I'm gonna take Knicks over the Cavs Saturday, in Game 1.
Ooh.
Okay. Bold
Next.
strategy. Do I want to pick a risky pick or just a safe pick? You guys tell me. 'Cause I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we've gone too risky,
Too risky?
but
All right.
we've gone too, but they're strategically risky.
Every week,
Okay.
I feel like I got to fucking win. I let us down, so don't listen to me.
Yeah, just follow
I'm
you.
fading myself.
Damn.
Okay.
It's tough.
I'll do a safe pick this week. I'm gonna take the DC Defenders over Arlington this Sunday. I want to take my Sea Dragons over the Battlehawks, but the Battlehawks, their attendance is really good.
Mhm.
And McCarron, he's throwing lights out XFL style. So I don't want to pick them. Let's take the DC Defenders.
Yeah, if he'd done that in Cincinnati, he still might be in the NFL, but that's what it is. I'm going to take Newcastle to win Saturday morning. A little footy action in memory.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Matt, wherever you are,
R.I.P. Matt.
RIP. Sex dungeons are dead, wherever you're at. We miss you, buddy. So I'm taking Newcastle to win. All right. I'm not going to say it. We're moving on to random question, but we know this week got to get paid. That's what I'm going to say. Random question, what do we got?
I feel like Devin's always good for a good
Mm-hmm.
question here.
I'm sitting here sweating now that I'm looking at the pitching program.
Don't look at it.
Oh no!
in the
Are
past.
the Rays going to get beat on Jackie Robinson Day?
Oh man.
We're going with it. I like it.
So
I
we're
like it. I'm
we're keeping
with
the Jays.
Keeping it Saturday.
Run through the
I
state.
thought McClanahan was going to pitch Saturday, so I was like really nervous, but I think he's pitching Sunday against Manoa, so we're safe for now.
Okay.
All right, random question. If you had to make a sandwich for your worst enemy that wasn't deadly, what would you put on it?
Oh man.
It's not deadly.
It's not deadly. Cannot kill them.
Oh man. And they have to eat. They have to eat the whole
They have to-
thing, or
they
I
have to
just
eat the
hand them the
whole
sandwich.
They have to eat the whole thing.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going with whole wheat bread.
Oh yeah, I'm already tapping out.
The wettest, juiciest tomatoes you can find. The seeds and all, oozing from it. I'm gonna take my toenails, ground them up, throw the powder in there.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
I didn't think of the body parts.
I'm going. I'm gonna find a used Band-Aid in the trash somewhere.
Jeez.
That's disgusting.
Some green bologna
Ooh.
and maybe some type of cheese. No, you know that'll be the toenails. It'll be like a little powdered cheese on there. There it is.
From under cheese.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. And then let's just put some spicy mustard on there. Just give it some flair.
Wow. That was
Damn.
disgusting.
Oh, buddy.
I swear I haven't thought about this before.
I'm gonna keep mine a little more simple, yet I think effective. I'm going a toothpaste sandwich.
Oh,
So
Good. That's good.
I'll even let them pick the bread, but they're eating a bunch of toothpaste. You can do sourdough, you can do rye if you want, but you got to have some minty. It's got to be a thick minty toothpaste too. You can't do anything. Can't be like Crest or anything. You got to go full-blooded whitening toothpaste, just thick. Sorry, guys.
I think I would do. I would have to shout out the Little Rascals. I would give them a sandwich with sand in it.
oh, that's such a good one.
But I'd
Classic.
probably do I'd do like a really dry. I'd do like peanut butter, honey, and sand. So it would, it wouldn't be like terrible, but it'd be pretty bad.
And give them nothing to drink. Just
Yeah, nothing
Ah.
to drink. Yeah.
Salt water to drink.
No, I asked the question and I can't even think.
It's tough when you ask the question. It's
Yeah.
hard as shit to come up with an answer.
I think Parker just shook you so much with his answer. that-
Yeah, you really did.
My toenail jam.
Shelled over here.
I almost thought of doing something stupid like tomato, lettuce, bacon with no mayo.
You're sick.
You son of a. All right. Let's go anchovies with peanut butter, the chunky peanut butter. Okay. I don't even think I want to add anything else, but what I will do is pour a whole glass of water over top of it so it's soggy, but still the peanut butter is making it hold its texture.
Oh my god.
That's rough.
I think that's it.
That's disgusting.
Good question.
Make them drink a whole glass of buttermilk with it.
Ugh.
That's so sick.
Jeez, man.
Oh man. Well, hopefully we don't have any enemies out there. Otherwise, we get
Yeah.
our master plans out. But
Yeah.
we'll catch you guys next Tuesday. Man, Dev, just great to have you back. It's
Glad to
felt
be
right.
back, Parker.
Felt right here, man. All right, we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time.
See ya. Blue, you're
What?
my boy.
Oh my
You're my
god.
boy, Blue.
We would be the bad boys of Little League. I'm telling you now. We would beat the tar out of the other team.
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub. Has to be.
Has
Has
to
to
be.
be on the pub. I mean, has to be.
Has
Has
to
to
be.
be.
That was a journey.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little.
I love
soft
Devin's
when it comes
reaction
to-
right here.
I'll just be real honest.
Get Luke Combs.
My
I was
God.
begging for
My
Luke
God.
Combs not too long ago.
Tim's
We'll
reaction
get
is
Luke
my
Combs on
favorite.
here. I challenge Luke. I think I can actually beat him in shotgunning a beer. So if he thinks he's got the cojones to come on and try, then by all means, Luke, bring it on.
That's the intro. You just hit my promo for me, James. I love it.
One